There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Cincinnati Reds. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Tanner Roark will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Tanner Roark a lot of times gets lost in the shuffle. Really good sinking fastball. Former reliever that worked his way into the starting rotation. 93 to 95 miles an hour with sink. Power slider. Good changeup. I'd like to see him use the changeup a little bit more. Quality 3-pitch mix. A pitcher and not a thrower.
Coming to the plate now, Magneuris Sierra. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Puig giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Hero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Stepping in, Rosell Herrera. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. And there he goes towards second. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And the hit and run works to perfection as it's into right for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often. Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
Stepping in now, Jorge Alfaro. Now he chops at a sinker here as this one's top foul off to the right. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Schebler going back on it. Still going back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Into the box now, Kim.
The first baseman. number 25.
And that misses ball one. Kim tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Peraza is up with it. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 15, Brian Anderson.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. But the Marlins strike for 3 on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's 3-0 Miami. Caleb Smith is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision. But he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings. Hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
Now at the plate, Jose Peraza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Reds, the second baseman, Jose Peraza.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. For the moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Hero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their 2nd win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Iglesias stands at first with 1 out. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and the runner back safely. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
I know this pitcher's trying to keep his pitch count down, but that's ridiculous right there. Pitch right down the middle. He's lucky he's getting this ball back.
And now is Yasiel Puig, as he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. A ball and a strike now. First and second now, one man out. 1-2. Still a ball and two strikes. The 1-2. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Iglesias is on his way home. He will score as they get one back. It's 3-1 now. And he'll pull into second with one away. Into the box now, Derek Dietrich. And now the Reds look to push more across the plate in the opening frame. No balls and one strike. Smith isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty D, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. And that misses 1-1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The count now at 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Count still full, 3-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. So coming to the plate, JT Riddle, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big-time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also, soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there, and a strong arm.
Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 31.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Caleb Smith. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup, because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Ball even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He was hitless in the shutout last night. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. 1-1. Here it comes. Softly hit toward the hole. Kim charging in on it, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting in, the catcher, Kurt.
In now, Kurt Casale, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Casale, a former Tampa Bay Ray. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. 2 out, nobody on. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So digging in now, Magneuris Sierra flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Magneuris Sierra.
Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rosell Herrera. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ball 1.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Runner goes for second.
1-1.
Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag.
Once the catcher realized that pitch was going to be a worm burner, I think he gave up on worrying about trying to throw out the stealing base runner. That was a good job of just keeping it close and preventing the runner from maybe going all the way around. To third.
A swing and a miss there. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Backhanded. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here's Starlin Castro. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the stretch. At the knees, strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
The 1-2 pitch. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Count remains 2-2. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Stepping into the box, Jorge Alfaro. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1.
Those are the ones you remember right there, Dan. That's his 4th RBI of the night, and that doesn't happen often throughout the course of a season.
And you know, as a pitcher, you see what this guy's been doing. You know, he's having a good night. He's a tough guy, and he's a tough guy to pitch around. Some nights you just have to tip your cap. A pretty good night. 4 ribbies in this one here.
Time is out.
Standing in now, Kim, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Senzel waits on it, and that ends the inning. So it's back to the top of the order now, and taking into bat next, it'll be Jose Peraza. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Riddle has it cleanly, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Marlins 4 and the Reds 1. At the plate, Brian Anderson. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
The right fielder, number
First delivery to him on the way.
Anderson.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
The 1-1 home. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate, so maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
0-1 the count. The 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 now.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And it's an even count of 2-2 to JT Riddle.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Scooped up on the backhand. The second for one. Now in the box, Miguel Rojas hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball one. Rojas is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. 2-0 now. Here he comes on 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2. Three-2 pitch. This is flared out towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The pitcher, number 31.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Caleb Smith, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Grounder down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. On to Dietrich at first, and that'll end the inning. So it's no. So here's the cleanup hitter, Yasiel Puig. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. So the base is empty here with one away, and now Derek Dietrich strides into the batter's box. And this is taken outside for ball one. Dietrich, an Ohio native. He was taken in the second round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A bouncer up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, but you try to in between starts to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And there's a base hit on the line.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box, Scott Schebler as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pitch popped up. Kim is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with two gone.
Boy, this is a big inning for him. How about back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 left for Cincinnati, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Cody Reed, the 6' 5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Softly on a line to third. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Digging in once again, Rosell Herrera. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batter.
So striding in, Starlin Castro. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Pops this one up. In there, a base hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Well, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
Jorge Alfaro is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Hit sharply on the ground, and that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his third. Knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
Hooper.
No balls and a strike to count, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. One there. Relay to Dietrich, and they turn the... And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He was a ground out victim last time up. 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Line towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
To 1-2 now. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Again, he sends it out of play. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul. Here's another 1-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the upper deck and gone. Eugenio Suarez has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
There seem to be different philosophies on a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Striding in, Brian Anderson. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Senzel is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, JT Riddle. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Suarez is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Standing in, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Popped up. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Peter O'Brien will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for Miami, number 45.
Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, Magneuris Sierra, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Rosell Herrera, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rojas on third. O'Brien over at second. Sierra at first. 2 out in the inning. 1-2 as he chases the slider. Here's the 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Two and 2. Here it is. Swing and a liner. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Marlins leave all 3. Marlins Garcia will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Peter O'Brien is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. I'm set with the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Ready now, Scott Schebler. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. Bullet back up the middle. Sierra is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in and looking for more. Kurt Casale. He singled his last time up.
Your attention, please.
Now, pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call. No balls and 1 strike. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Robert Stevenson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 55, Robert Stevenson. Now playing left field and batting 9, number 33, Jesse Winker.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Puig's got a read on it, and he hauls it in for the 1st out of the inning. Jorge Alfaro will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the 1st inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Low for ball 1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Ryan Holiday will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Holiday in there, and it's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And a curveball here. Good pitch, but a better take, and it's to 2-1 now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
This one's down to 3rd. Suarez has it. On to Dietrich at 1st, and that'll end the inning. Nick Anderson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Hit softly on the ground to 3rd. Riddle has it. And the throw to 1st is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, the second
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Peraza. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. Now to the plate, Jose Iglesias. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take the deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
And a dive, but he's back in there. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Peraza, base runner at 1st with 1 out. Throw over to 1st, and a dive, but he's back. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But this is speared by the first baseman.
The third baseman, number 7.
Into the box. Eugenio scores. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. 0-1 the count. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Anderson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Reds leave 1. Jared Hughes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Up next for Miami, Brian Anderson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that misses inside 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And he misses low with it, 2-0. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. Too tight with that one. 3-0. JT Riddle will be next. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. And next to the plate will be JT Riddle. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. Digging in, Miguel Rojas. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Three and 1 to the Marlins middle infielder.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
Ground ball sent back up the middle to second for 1 to Dietrich, and that completes the double play.
The batter, number 45.
So base is empty now after the double play, and here comes the first baseman, Peter O'Brien. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a called strike. 0-1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
That's a ball.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Swing and a liner into right center. That's going to be a base hit. Trotting in to score is the runner from third, and that'll push the lead up to 3 here in the 8th.
Yeah, in a game like this, every run matters, and that RBI pushes the lead to 5-2, which almost feels insurmountable here late in this game. We'll see, though, if that's the case.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Sierra, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Senzel moves over, and that ends the inning. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Yasiel Puig. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A.J. Ramos is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. In there for strike 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 22.
Striding into the box, Derek Dietrich. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Throw into second. And he is in there.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Nick Senzel comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. He's ready now. The pitch. Popped him up. Rojas is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Phillip Ervin will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 6, Phillip Ervin.
And he lays off there 1-0. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 9th inning coming up. The Marlins. Lorenzen enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Hit hard down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive, and you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
No balls and a strike to count. As a look, now the pitch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Oh, 2, here it is. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Swing and a miss on the sinker. 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Pereira leads off first with one away. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Ramirez.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Ramirez, just 24 years of age. This is his first year at the big league level. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Line to the right side. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there. Drew Steckenrider comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 71.
Standing in, Kurt Casale. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch to short. Rojas scoops it up, and a good throw gets him one gone.
The left fielder,
Digging in to try it again, Jesse Winker. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and 1 strike. Ready on 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
The batter.
And here's Jose Peraza. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The Reds down to their last strike. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Line toward the alley and left center. Pereira is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Miami Marlins posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Caleb Smith earns his first win of the season. Tanner Roark was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Drew Steckenrider wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.